Hank, what are you doing here this time of night? It's almost 10 o'clock.
I'm cleaning the offices.
You clean the offices on Tuesdays and Fridays.
I was out Tuesday. I was sick. Sanders said it was alright.
Yeah, well, let's make a call with Mr. Sanders and check, right?
But I just told you.
Yeah, I know what you just told me. Let's make that call.
Hello? I don't know, Mr. Wilkins. What's wrong, sir? Alright, 45 minutes. I'll see you then, sir.
Yes, transfer all files regarding the G-Nome experiments to my computer immediately. I want hard copies sent to my printer. Joshua, thank you for coming in. I know this is your first vacation in a long time.
That's no problem, sir.
Joshua, I have some rather terrible news to tell you.
What's wrong?
Stephen Pearl died last night.
What happened, sir?
Agent Pearl was stationed in St. Louis on vacation. Late last night, I got an anonymous tip that he might be breaking into a research laboratory in St. Louis. He copied some information regarding the G-Nome experiment. He ran, but we caught him. He died in an explosion.
An explosion?
Whoever tipped us off must have set him up. We're clueless as to why one of our agents would break into a laboratory. Since Pearl was your partner, I thought you should hear this from me.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
I'm putting together an investigation team to look into this. What do you know about the G-Nome experiments?
It was initiated by a group of CIA forensic scientists in 1997. However, the project was recently closed due to a direct order by the Bush administration.
Do you know why the experiments were closed?
Because they involved testing on human subjects.
Agent Sheridan has been assigned to lead the investigation team. I want you to be Sheridan's point man. You're to meet Sheridan at a courthouse parking lot in St. Louis. You'll be given directions. Once you meet up with him, he'll brief you. Any questions?
No, sir.
Well then, Joshua, Godspeed.
Thank you, sir.
Glad to see you, Grant. You know Kylie? Joshua?
Morning, Kylie.
Melissa Thatcher, this is Joshua Grant.
Thank you, Joshua.
Melissa?
Miss Thatcher was a scientist assigned to the G-Nome experiment. Last night, Pearl copied files from the G-Nome experiment. The director believes that Pearl was involved with someone on illegal human cloning.
Isn't that a drastic assumption?
The director says and Wilkins believes. Therefore, we do, Grant.
Let me tell you a little bit about the G-Nome experiment. Please do.
In 1997, a group of scientists were given permission by the Clinton administration to initiate the genome experiment as a part of the cloning research. When that process proved successful, the scientists asked permission to use human volunteers. In 1999, the Clinton administration gave the go-ahead for the scientists to accept volunteers. Then, Congress tried to override the president's decision, and an executive order followed immediately in 2001. All activity on the genome experiment was to be stopped by August of 2004.
I don't believe Pearl would want to betray his country.
Pearl was caught red-handed, Grant. I was there.
Why was a squad of CIA agents waiting outside in the parking lot? What made you think Pearl was doing anything illegal?
Wilkins received an anonymous tip. Any other questions?
What exactly were we supposed to do?
First, we'll visit the research plant where the genome experiment is conducted. We check into any and all leads we find to come up with okay. Let's be on our way. Kylie, you ride. We should space ourselves in case we were followed here.
So, have you lived in St. Louis very long?
Born and raised here. I graduated from Washington University with a master's degree, and I went straight to work for the research plant.
Any family?
No, I was too involved with my work. You know, at first we made some fascinating discoveries and rapid progress. And with our animal testing, we had nothing but success after the first 4 years.
What went wrong?
Our initial human tests were successful. The genetic stability of our volunteers increased, virtually creating excelled human beings with heightened senses and drives.
Well, something must have gone terribly wrong for the project to be banned.
Not necessarily. Congress disapproved of the idea even after hearing the numerous successes we were having. However, things did begin to go wrong. The more involved our volunteers became, they succumbed to hideous mutants. For the most part internally, but their recessive genes went into overdrive, virtually destroying them from the inside out. I went forward and told the media what they were doing was wrong. I was fired. Soon thereafter, one of my colleagues came to me and said that he was going forward with new information about the risks of the genome. He was killed in a hit-and-run accident the very next week.
Sounds like foul play to me.
My remaining two colleagues admitted that the experiment was not 100% safe, or as successful as the public was being led to believe. What about that agent that tried to break into the lab last night?
Pearl taught me everything I know. He was a hacker, a code breaker. He taught me all his secrets.
So that's what you do, is crack codes for the CIA?
Actually, it's only a specialty of mine.
What about, is it Kylie?
Kylie, in many ways, he's like a brother to me. We've been assigned on numerous occasions.
So he looks up to you?
Well, it's a dangerous world we live in, Melissa. If you can't count on your partner, you're as good as dead.